Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of the confusing world of corporate finance. And today we are diving into a filing from Landmark Bancorp Incorporated that might seem a little dry at first, but stick with us because there are some interesting nuggets in here about their future earnings reports. Today we are looking at a filing from Landmark Bancorp Incorporated dated the 15th of January 2026. Now, this report is a bit different. It is not a deep dive into their past financials like a quarterly or annual report, but rather an announcement about future events. Think of it as a heads up from the company about what they plan to tell us soon. Before we dive in, if you like digging into these kinds of corporate documents and getting plain English explanations, make sure you are subscribed. We work hard to break down these filings for you. And if you want to connect with other finance enthusiasts, join our Discord community linked in the description below. So what is Landmark Bancorp Incorporated telling us here? Well, they are primarily announcing their plans for releasing their fourth quarter and full year 2025 earnings. This is a pretty standard procedure for publicly traded companies. They need to inform the public and the stock market when they will be sharing important financial information. It is like them saying, hey, mark your calendars, we are going to talk about how we did financially very soon. The key takeaway here is that Landmark Bancorp Incorporated will be releasing their earnings for the fourth quarter of 2025. This means we will soon get to see how they performed financially during the last 3 months of last year. They are also scheduling a conference call for the following day, the 29th of January 26, where they will discuss these results. This is your chance as an investor or interested party to hear directly from the company's executives about their performance, any challenges they faced, and their outlook for the future. The filing also mentions that the press release with these details is attached as an exhibit. Think of exhibits as supplementary documents that provide more information. In this case, it is the actual announcement they put out about their earnings schedule. This is where you would find all the nitty-gritty details about the upcoming events. Now, while this filing does not contain the actual financial numbers themselves, it is what we call a Regulation FD disclosure. Regulation FD stands for Fair Disclosure, and it is a rule by the US Securities and Exchange Commission that requires public companies to disclose material non-public information to investors in a way that is fair and broad. Basically, they cannot tell certain people about their earnings before they tell everyone else, and this filing is part of that process of making sure everyone gets the information at the same time. The signature at the end is pretty standard for these filings. It shows that the company is officially submitting this report. Mark A. Herpix, the Chief Financial Officer, has signed off on it, indicating that the information provided is accurate to the best of the company's knowledge, and that they are complying with reporting requirements. So what does this filing tell us about Landmark Bancorp Incorporated? Well, it tells us that they are a publicly traded company that is following the rules. They are preparing to share their financial performance with investors and the market. This is a critical moment for any company as earnings reports can significantly impact their stock price. Investors will be looking closely at these upcoming results to gauge the company's health, its profitability, and its future prospects. Now, looking at the bigger picture, Landmark Bancorporated is a financial institution. Companies like this are often sensitive to economic conditions, interest rate changes, and the overall health of the banking sector. This upcoming earnings report will give us a snapshot of how they are navigating the current financial climate. Are they growing? Are they facing headwinds? Are they making smart decisions to ensure their long-term success? These are the questions investors will be asking. While we do not have the numbers yet, this announcement itself is important. It signals that the company is moving forward with its reporting obligations and preparing to be transparent with its stakeholders. It is a good sign when companies are proactive in communicating with the public about their financial reporting. We will be keeping a close eye on that, the 28th of January earnings release and the subsequent conference call. That is where we will get the real meat of the story, the numbers that tell us how Landmark Bancorporated is truly doing. This filing is just the appetizer, the prelude to the main course of financial information. In conclusion, this filing is a heads up, a courtesy notice from Landmark Bancorp Incorporated to the investing public. It tells us when to expect their latest financial results and when they will be available to discuss them. It is a procedural step, but an important one for maintaining transparency in the financial markets. Alright, that is our quick decode of this particular filing from Landmark Bancorp Incorporated. What are your thoughts on how companies announce their earnings schedule? Do you find these pre-announcement filings useful? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this explanation helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more straightforward analyses of corporate documents. And don't forget to join our growing Discord community for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.